Something dark is lurking beneath the surface of America. And no, this isn't a conspiracy theory. This isn't a thriller novel. This is a threat backed by intelligence reports, and it could be coming to a neighborhood near you. Iran has just threatened to unleash sleeper cells across the United States. Yes, you heard that right. Following a U.S. airstrike on Iranian nuclear facilities Sunday morning, sources say Iran issued a direct threat. If the United States escalates, they will activate covert terrorist operatives already inside the country. We're breaking down what really happened during that airstrike, what sleeper cells are, and why they're so dangerous, the chilling history of foreign operatives being activated on U.S. soil, and what might happen next. This isn't fear-mongering. This is a warning. Let's start with the B-2 bombing. On Sunday morning, U.S. B-2 stealth bombers flew a high-priority mission to target suspected Iranian nuclear development facilities deep inside Iranian territory. While official details remain classified, U.S. military sources confirmed that precision-guided munitions hit hardened targets associated with uranium enrichment near Natanz. The message from Washington was clear. Iran's nuclear ambitions crossed a line. But that strike, according to new NBC reporting, may have triggered something far worse. Just days before the bombing, while attending the G7 summit in Canada, President Donald Trump reportedly received a direct message. If you strike Iranian's nuclear facilities, sleeper cells already inside the United States will be activated. That warning came from Iranian leadership, according to 3 unnamed U.S. officials and one source familiar with the situation. Trump left the G7 abruptly, the bombing went forward, and now we wait. For those unfamiliar with the term, let's be clear. A sleeper cell is a group of covert operatives, spies, saboteurs, and terrorists that embed themselves in a target nation, live normal lives, and they wait. They might live next door, work a 9 to 5, raise kids, go to PTA meetings, until the day they're activated. Then, without warning, chaos, explosions, infrastructure sabotage, cyber attacks, assassinations. Sleeper cells are designed to be invisible until it's too late. Let's imagine the unthinkable for a moment. A coordinated attack by Iranian sleeper cells in the United States. They wouldn't need to send troops across the ocean. They wouldn't need missiles or planes. They'd simply send a signal, a phrase, a code. And within hours, transportation hubs could go down, electrical grids could be sabotaged, explosives could detonate in crowded public areas, political figures, journalists, or nuclear engineers could be targeted for assassination. And here's the worst part. We may not even know who they are. They could be a sleeper cell trained years ago, planted under fake IDs and waiting, just waiting. If this all sounds like paranoia, think again, because it has already happened before. Let's go back to 2007, when Ali Karani, a Lebanese-born U.S. citizen, was arrested for spying on U.S. airports and military facilities in New York. He was working for Hezbollah, Iran's proxy militia. Sorry about that. Or in 2017, when Samar el-Debek, another U.S. citizen with ties to Hezbollah, was arrested for planning attacks on American soil. Both were deep cover agents, Both had been living quietly among us. There had been reports from the FBI that Iranian Quad Force operatives have attempted surveillance on Jewish centers, Israeli diplomats, and cybersecurity firms. These weren't random acts. They were part of a strategy. A patient, long-term strategy. And we may now be entering the activation phase. There's a reason government agencies are tight-lipped about this. Mass panic would only help Iran's goals. But let's connect the dots. The FBI has quietly increased monitoring of certain foreign nations. Cybersecurity alerts have gone out to wire systems, power plants, and telecom providers. Intelligence agencies are advising law enforcement to be on alert for unusual behavior in immigration communities with ties to hostile regimes. All of this in the last 72 hours. Still, think this is just media fear porn? Because Iran's top brass have already admitted that they have assets inside America? And if this threat is real, we're not ready. But remember, you're not powerless. But you do need to stay alert. Avoid large gatherings for now, especially around national holidays, parades, or political events. We're not saying don't go to the protest, don't go to political events per se, but the thing is, if you do go out in these crowded areas with what is going on right now, keep your eyes open. Stay informed. Don't rely on just one source of news. Monitor what local law enforcement and federal agencies are saying, and most importantly, if something feels off, say something. The most successful prevention in counterterrorism has often come from average people noticing something strange. A car parked too long, a delivery that doesn't belong, someone asking suspicious questions. It's better to stay overly cautious than to become part of a headline. Iran doesn't need to win a war to destroy our sense of safety. They just need a spark. One explosion, one attack. And the fear will do the rest. So yes, be concerned, be alert, but do not panic. We have faced this kind of threat before, and we've stopped it before. But the clock is ticking. And this time, we may not see it coming. So stay safe out there, everyone. And please subscribe. Hit the like button to this video, comment, and share this to other people so they know what could possibly be going on with the Iranian sleeper cells and what could possibly happen in our future. And thank you to everybody for checking out this video.